The Philippines, one of the most biodiverse countries on Earth, home to thousands of species found nowhere else. But this natural habitat is under threat.
Deforestation, illegal wildlife trade, overfishing, and climate change are driving species to extinction. The Philippine eagle, tarsier, and countless marine species are in danger.
$8 million metric tons of plastic trash enters the sea from land every year. The equivalent of 5 plastic bags filled with trash for every foot of coastline in the world. Across our ocean, plastic trash flows into circulation, dispersed almost everywhere, but concentrating in huge swaths in the midst of global currents, breaking down into smaller and smaller pieces, ingested by species across the marine world, and sinking to the bottom of the sea.
But hope remains. Initiatives like the National Greening Program and marine sanctuaries like the Tabataha Reef are restoring our critical habitats.
We all have a role to play. Planting trees, reducing waste, and conservation efforts can make a difference.
In the second segment of Endangered Species, what can we do to save them? Video, the focus is on conservation efforts that are being undertaken to protect endangered species. Habitat restoration and protection is one of the key conservation efforts. This involves restoring degraded or destroyed habitats, and protecting existing habitats to ensure that endangered species have the resources they need to survive. Habitat restoration can involve replanting native vegetation, removing invasive species, and restoring waterways, among other activities. Captive breeding programs are another important conservation effort. These programs involve breeding endangered species in captivity and releasing them back into the wild. These programs are designed to boost the population of endangered species and increase genetic diversity. However, they can be expensive and may not always be effective in maintaining viable populations. Public education campaigns are also essential in promoting conservation efforts. These campaigns aim to raise awareness about the importance of endangered species and the role that humans play in their decline. They also encourage individuals to take action to support conservation efforts, such as reducing their carbon footprint, supporting sustainable agriculture, and donating to conservation organizations. Other conservation efforts include the establishment of protected areas, the enforcement of laws and regulations to prevent illegal wildlife trade and poaching, and the use of innovative technologies to monitor and protect endangered species. While these conservation efforts have had some success in preserving species populations, there is still much work to be done. The effectiveness of these efforts depends on various factors, including the severity of the threat, the level of funding and resources available, and the cooperation of local communities and governments. Overall, Conservation efforts are critical in protecting endangered species and preserving biodiversity. It's important to continue exploring and implementing new strategies to address the complex challenges facing endangered species and their habitats.
The future of the Philippine biodiversity is in our hands. Together we can protect it for the future generation.
NGOs and communities are stepping up. Projects led by Haribon Foundation and local groups are empowering Filipinos to protect their ecosystem.